Enuanom Ghana for Michechi Amuina. Aya Paul Adom Otri Edi Insembi Etudra Efa Bongo Ideas on. Na Bongo Ideas onipa bi a amanini atra nini nton. Okasafa Major Nkofo ewo Ghana ha. Obi ti se Asamoah Gyan Martin Nkrumah. Paul Adom Otri kra wakasa afa no ho. Ena the first lady of the land. Ano so sa wakasa afa no ho a nsema okafa umuina omhono na enye nsempa. Yaya one of the major journalists Ghana ha friend no Captain Smart. Na ko pese o invite Bongo Ideas eba na na twetwe nkomo. Na mokasa afa MPP amane ko ne ho. Na so no ahwana Captain Smart ehu se Bongo Ideas kwa wakeka ensem bi afa no ho. Akache ne say oye unprofessional journalist na ne hu hia onse na onfata ansama Bongo Ideas aditu dwa ba Captain Smart no na enye kra eba asan na Captain Smart to sa etwa interview ni mu ntena no nsem bi ne ko tie nsem no mu twemu ehu nsem a rap Paul Adomotri aditu dwa medamase
was for, so it's okay. He said things about me that I'm a thief, I built a house. It's okay, I don't care. That's fine. But today he had another taste of his processes in a very ironic situation, completely ironic. So let's start. So this is the starting point. So Mr. Hyde has been arrested or not arrested, molested. Some story about him going around based on something he has said. He has said something actually very, very terrible about the First Lady. Completely unacceptable. But, well, it's a democracy. You can say it. First Lady can sue him. For whatever reason, it was suspected that because of the things he said about the First Lady on the occasion of her birthday, the First Lady's birthday, and you say something so nasty and so horrible about her, that's what he did. He wrote it out on his social media page. People were very upset. NDC, MPP people, everybody was upset. The 73-year-old woman, and this is what you, Bongo, whatever, you write about her, and it should be, social media should be clapping for you because you are able to insult anybody at all for political gain or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so when he was arrested or, I don't know, abducted or questioned or whatever, it was suspected that this is questioning or his encounter with security authorities is directly related to what he had written. That was a suspicion. We actually don't know the state of affairs because the police had clarified that they have not arrested him and that they have checked and he's at home. His lawyer, Oliver Vomaho, was talking about trying to get to his family. I don't know how that ended. I don't know whether he was making himself available and the family decided they don't want him as a lawyer because he started talking about it and then he stopped at some point. Because as I'm telling you, I look at social media every minute, every day, all the time. So this is Bongo and Smart advertising it. Okay, let's see what follows. This is the two of them. This is Mr. Hyde Bongo. Somehow there's only photograph of him all over the place. And this is Mr. Smart. So they were going to conduct an interview this morning. What was the motive of the interview? What was the purpose of the interview? It is easy to read out, isn't it? It's easy to read in between the lines. The purpose of the interview would have been, Bongo would have said, I've been arrested by police, an unwarranted arrest, this is a constitutional democracy, it's a breach of my rights, Akufo-Addo is a human rights lawyer and he's president and they are breaching my rights, and they were going to trumpet some kind of human rights consternation in Ghana's democratic environment. That's what they were going to, that was the agenda of the interview. It's allowed, there's no problem, it's not illegal, it's allowed. It's a democracy and opinions are like noses, we all have them. And facts are sacred, but comments are free, isn't it? Yeah. So they're allowed to have that. I'm just pointing out what agenda they were setting up this morning. But that's why it's ironic. So as it appears, both of them are on one side. Okay, Smart is going to give him a platform for him to express his disappointment about what may have happened to him over the last few weeks, and that was going to certainly make government look bad. It was going to look like the security situation in Ghana is such that there's no freedom to express oneself, and then the Transparency International, we're going to have a look at it and it will form part of their database and data analysis, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, so that's what happened. Whilst people were waiting for it, it is speculated, and we don't know whether it is true or not, but it sounds plausible. Okay, it is speculated that somebody sent this note to God's Brain Smart sometime before the interview. What does it say? It reads as follows. This is a post. It's not clear when it was posted, the date, but this is how it reads. It is by Mr. Hyde Bongo. He says, Captain Smart is a very unprofessional journalist. Great journalists are thinkers, not emotional noise makers. He should learn from Bernard Avle. That is what the guy. But you, Hyde Bongo, you know that you have put such information out about Captain Smart. You know that. You don't discuss it with him. You are expecting him to give you a platform. That's why I said he's having a second bite of the very bitter pill. This is what happened to you, Mr. Bongo Hyde. This is what happened to you at GH1. You wrote nasty things about people, and you were going to them to try and get something to do. It's not going to happen that way. That's one side of the conversation. So when Captain Smart read this one, many people react differently. Maybe if I read this, I'll still host him. I don't mind. But everyone is entitled to react to things said about him in a certain way. The other side of the angle, the other kettle is the other side of the kettle is this. So Captain Smart gets worried when people say things like this about him. He can get worried, and every morning he's saying things about people and calling somebody dog, and he wants to call people dog. But when you are told that you are unprofessional and that you are an emotional noise maker and that you are not a thinker, he is not happy with it. Captain Smart is not happy to be told that he's not a thinker. But that's very heavy. That's heavy, isn't it? He's told that he's not a thinker. And he's told that he's an emotional noise maker. Sometimes people say that truth hurts. I don't know how you see these things, but people say truth hurts. Because if Bongo Hyde writes about me that I'm not a thinker, I really don't care. I don't care. You can say I'm not a thinker a million times. I don't care. Because the evidence doesn't bear out that. The evidence doesn't bear out. You can dislike me all you want. If you say I'm not a thinker, okay, it's fine. I'm fine. It's okay. No problem. It's fine. So, because it's untrue. I don't care. It's untrue. And then you say I'm an emotional noise maker. Yeah, no problem. No problem. We'll still dance Angelewa in the studio, do our things. I have no problem with it. But as I'm saying, everyone is entitled to react to when things are said about him. So no one can fault Captain Smart for the way he has reacted to this. I'm just looking in and saying that, like Captain Smart, you don't like people saying things about you like that. So why do you always say things about people that you know are not true? It's not true, and you know that you're just saying it to create likes and ticks and things like that. Anyway, okay, so the story continues. Oh no, sorry, I'm not gonna get me the rest of the story. The story continues about the publication that the guy did. Is it okay? Yeah. So he said this is what he said. So this was apparently sent to Captain Smart. So hours before the program is cancelled. Captain Smart will have none of that. He cancelled the program. He's not going to interview Bongo Hyde Ideas anymore. Bongo Hyde Ideas, I don't know how it was communicated to Bongo Ideas Hyde that the interview is not coming on anymore. Because if I were Bongo Ideas Hyde, I would, when I'm told that the interview is not coming on, anyway. So this is what somebody put down. This then triggered all the gossip that we are talking about. Engineer Samoa says that breaking news. So breaking news, he says Bongo Ideas was scheduled to have an interview with Captain Smart this morning on Onua TV. Obviously, the interview would have been to damage the government on his purported capture by unidentified men. But a couple of hours before the interview, someone sent this, referring to the message we showed you, to Captain Smart, prompting him of how Bongo Ideas had insulted him with his chest out. Captain Smart therefore angrily cancelled the show with Bongo and warned him never to cross his path. Both Captain Smart and Bongo are in pains. Agenda Yamutu. This year's election is going to be very interesting. This 2024 elections is going to be very nice. So, Bongo Ideas Hyde sets out from his house to Onua TV, TV3 in Kanda. Bongo Ideas Hyde is phoned and told that, hey, Ojam says, don't cross his path, don't cross, you call him emotional noise maker. You call him a non-thinker. You call him unprofessional journalist. And you are coming to say what? If the police are catching you, they should catch you. Who cares? Ask for smart.